Hi guys, how are you all? Today I wanted to talk to you about the intricacies of our gross body, that is the final layer around the soul. This gross body is the one that we usually identify with. Now, in this gross body, there is a thing called Kundalini. This Kundalini is a tightly coiled serpent lying in the dormant position at the base of the spinal cord. When we practice Hatha Yoga and Kundalini Yoga, this serpent wakes up and begins wriggling through the spinal cord at the back of our body. In the first stage, it reaches the rectum. This first stage is called Mooladhara Chakra. That means that among the 7 work centers or energy centers in the spinal cord, this is the first center, which is called Mooladhara Chakra. This represents the earth element of our body. Second, when we practice Tantra Yoga, at that time, this serpent, Kundalini serpent, wriggles further and rests below the navel. This place is called Swadhisthana Chakra. Swadhisthana means delicious. This is the second chakra and it represents the water element. After that, when we practice what is known as Raja Yoga and Hatha Yoga, the same serpent wriggles down the spinal cord, down or up, you may say, and it reaches the stomach, the navel. This is called the Manipuraka Chakra and it represents the fire element. Fourth, from the Manipura Chakra, when we practice Mantra Yoga, it goes to the heart, which is known as Anahata Chakra, and this represents the air element. From the air element, when we practice Jnana Yoga, it wriggles further down and reaches the throat. This is known as the Vishuddhi Chakra and it represents the other element. From there, after we practice what is known as Dhyana Yoga, it rests between the eyebrows as what is known as Agna Chakra. From there, when we practice Bhakti Yoga, it goes and rests at the top of the skull, known as Sahasrara Chakra, which is the Bhakti Yoga Chakra, the final one, 7th one. Thanks.